Sherry had so many top
She had so
secrets.
many secrets. Where am I? There's a good picture.
Oh my goodness. I remember that.
This is her group. And what you do, like there's Tim, he commented and shared for Carol, Azam,
Yeah.
and Helen. And then she'll approve that after she sees that he approved. He did. Then you just keep getting syndicated. You get comments and you get backlinks and you get all that good stuff that goes along with it. Plus, you also get a lot of good ideas for blogging when you read some of these.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and you also get an idea because each person who responds, that something different sticks out with them. So it kind of helps you to understand what it is that people are looking at too. That's what I'm looking at. I've noticed that when I do a blog, and I'm learning from our leaders, you know, you hear people say you have to have like these 2,000 word essays, but from what I'm hearing, people are, and it might be because of their short-term mentality of our generation today, that shorter is sweeter. And so what I'm learning is that like one idea, post about it. If you have multiple ideas, and then so when you post something and you see what they're seeing, it kind of gives you an idea what people are looking at and what stands out to them. You know, you might blog a bunch of stuff and maybe only one thing sticks out to everybody, and that really helps you kind of get an idea of where to go in the future.
Yeah, but I've been reading lately a lot of, they're saying that the longer posts are better for ranking.
I don't know. You know,
yeah, I don't know.
Some of our people who I've been going through the videos on the Unstoppable Dream, and they have that gentleman from the UK who does the YouTube. And one of the things he was saying about SEO and ranking is that you get one idea, cut it down to a few minutes, and post that. And since we're so much more of a visual thing than we like to see the video more than we like to read. That makes, and it seems to make sense to me. And so instead of putting like a whole line of this, that, and the other tags, you just keep it short and simple so that Google doesn't go crazy looking at, you've got 90 different tags. Google doesn't know what you want, so don't any of them get ranked. But if you keep it short, sweet, and maybe just one or two tags, then that's what gets ranked.
I saw Paul Hutchings and Mike Hobbs did a video from Disney World where they're saying make a list, like one of those posts that has like top 100 ideas for blah, 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 blah. Then you got 100 different Facebook posts or YouTube videos that you can make from that one blog. You keep tying it back to the one blog, and the blog just ranks like crazy.
You do you do all those videos to one blog?
Or you like do the top 30 ways of reading a magazine or whatever. And then you go back and you do like 30 different Facebook posts, each tying back to that blog, or 30 different videos on YouTube tying back to the blog. You get a lot of backlinks and you get a lot of traction that way. And your blog will rank because you're getting all that. It's a longer blog, a shorter post, Facebook or Twitter or whatever. So you just keep going back, and it keeps people coming, hey, I want to see what tip number 27 is tomorrow. It just kind of keeps it, I don't know. They made it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There's one of those ladies whose blogs that I was doing, she's doing a video out of a book. I can't remember which book it was. But she does like one point, and she'll read it out of the book, and then she'll talk about it.
I think her last name's White. Her and her husband would have a blog going.
And I was thinking, hey, that's a pretty good idea, except that I might have, if it was me, I'd probably do a little bit better on the titles than number 27 or something.
Well, that was a law of attraction thing, wasn't it? That was the secret.
It could be.
I think it was the secret she was doing.
It could be.
Which I could find a book and do that, I guess. I don't know. Here. How to read a book.
But you did kind of like that with that book that you were reading. You did several posts on one book that you were reading a couple of months ago. I thought that was awesome.
I'm still doing it. It's Agmandino, the greatest salesman in the world.
Yeah, but that's not the one you did the videos on. Yours about
yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the four Rose, the 4 things that I had to tell you in Disney.
Yeah.
That's right.
She stopped me in the hall and I was telling her about the book. She goes, "What are the 4?" And I'm like, I had to go up to the room and remember and tell her.
Is it 4 reasons, 4 excuses, 4?
No, the 4. Not secrets. I don't have the book in
arguments.
What?
4 arguments.
No.
No, it was
agreements. I knew it started with an A. 4 agreements.
Yeah, 4 agreements. That was by Don Miguel Ruiz. I can't remember his name. I just can't remember the damn agreements. Those darn agreements.
Well, look, we got a Santa Claus. Where's the
He's dying to decorate the house more. Yeah.
Awesome.
We
let him do it while he wants to do it, because there's one day he won't pick up a finger to do it.
Oh my gosh, he's going nuts. Going nuts. All right, go play.
So fun.
Can you hold me with something? Yeah, in a bit. Crazy.
Yeah.
How are your sales this month? How you guys doing? How are your sales this month?
Yeah, 1.
You got 1? Yeah, mine are slow too. 0. Yeah.
How many clicks you got, Tim?
Let me show you. I've actually changed.
Oh, Rose didn't see it last week.
Yeah, I missed it. If you guys didn't record it.
I've changed the way that I'm doing. I'm sending them to my Facebook fan page now. But let me show you if I can. I have to find it first. Dashboard. And oh yeah, the elite thingy. Marketing stats. Well, actually, I could do it from my dashboard thing because it tells you my. And share screen. Here it is. Share screen, share desktop.
I feel like a drum roll is appropriate. Oh, sorry.
All right, so you see my desktop?
Yes.
That is for today. Here's my 7 days. And here's my 30.
Yeah. That's all from Twitter, right?
Yeah, yes. Yes. 25,758 with 4 leads and no sales. So can you say somebody's fishing in the wrong pond or something?
Put a worm on your hook, man. There's some bacon.
I'm using iPass's capture stuff. That's what I use.
Put some bacon on that hook.
Yeah, you gotta get them somehow to give you, because what's a lead, right? A lead is somehow getting their email address.
Mm-hmm. Now that's not my total leads. I'm getting more from. I have one of those PDF books that came with Kalatu Premium, and I'm getting. And what I did is I built a little capture page, and I put that out, and I'm getting. I've probably got about 15 or 20 leads out of that in the same amount of time, probably last 30 to 40 days.
Okay, but those aren't showing here. That's going to a different campaign.
Right, it goes to a different campaign that iPass doesn't track.
Okay. Yeah, I split campaigns too, and so clearly that's not showing up on the dashboard or the EN back office. So it won't show up on any leaderboards or anything like that. So I opened up the conversation with them going, what do we want to do about this? And they said one of two things. One, you can shift and put them all into the regular campaign that's showing into the EN back office, or leave it as is and it'll never show up. So I'm kind of like, I don't know what to do.
If you're getting the leads, I mean, a lead's a lead whether it shows up on there or not, right?
Exactly. That's my point of view.
I mean, if you're not on the leaderboard, but you got a ton of leads, you're still going to make money.
Right. And if they buy, that's going to show up.
Right.
And to me, that would be more important than a number, right?
Yeah.
The leads, they're just, people. And what I do with those leads is I send them the same thing I'm sending the other deal. Excuse me. But I'm sending them the same, the same campaigns. I have a little different campaign. I have the iPass, the ones I'm getting through iPass, I have them set up with the generic ones that I got when I set up the campaign, plus a few others that I've built. But the ones from my book, I'm just sending them the new stuff that comes through, the what do you call it? I send them the invitations to the calls. I send them the stuff that, the social proof and that sort of thing, trying to get them to at least look at what I have to offer. But, like I said, there's not that many. I might have, 10, 15 of those, something like that over the last month.
Well, Rose, are you getting yours from paid traffic or is it coming from your blog?
Well, I get a little bit from my blog, but not as much as I should. In fact, I'm not blogging as much as I should be using that platform. I do more on Facebook, and I push out that way. So I need to be more focused in that regard. So what I've been doing, I do a lot on Instagram, Twitter, not so much. So Instagram's kind of where I'm focused, but Facebook is really easy. I just do my daily, I don't know, like brain dump. Here's the kids. Here's how I feel, or here's my inspiration, or here's my video, and here's how I tie it together. Here's the call to action. And then what I did on, let's see, today's Wednesday. So what I did on Monday is I took that same thing and I just, from Facebook, and then I reversed it back into my blog. And then I pushed it out to my social media pieces.
So Rose, are you doing a fan page for Facebook, or are you doing that on your regular?
Well, so I just created a fan page, and I really think we need to go that route with the fan page. Now, our leaders would say, don't do a fan page.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think they're wrong.
Well, you know what? I was going through, again, this Unstoppable Dream, and that thing is full of some stuff. And then there was one guy that does Facebook, and that's one of the things he went through. Basically, you do a fan page if you're going to do, and this is what the leaders were saying too, if you want to do Facebook paid PPT,
PPC, yeah.
And but I built a page, and then I started sending the same type thing I'm doing on Twitter. I'm sending to my Facebook fan page, and I'm starting to get probably about anywhere between 3 to 5. Well, this month, what day is today? The 16th, and I've had 13 likes this month on the page. I'm in the 40s now, so it's growing. But I'm with you on that. I'm thinking that that's probably a good idea. And then maybe in the future, when I get a higher package, which I'm going to get like in the next week, to get the 6-figure thing, then, step up into some paid traffic.
Yeah, well, I will tell you, just by knowing Facebook, the fan page is good if you're going to obviously do targeted traffic and targeted avatars. So that's good by knowing where you want to boost your posts, and also maybe do some PPC or pay per click. it's cheaper than some of the paid traffic, and you can also do a little bit more with less expense. So I really want to toy with it.
There was a couple of guys at the event that was saying, wasn't there a couple of guys that came up on stage that said something like they were doing what, $40 to $80
yes.
a week or a month or something like that?
Yes.
A month.
It's not expensive, and it goes to the targeted people that you really want. And then you can go based on the audience. You can do it how much you want to pay per day, period. And so we got to build up the original pages. So you've got to post and post and post, and then start inviting your people. And then, so I was reading up on it last night actually, and it said, build up, and then once, yeah, you can have ice cream. Yeah. Ice cream for everybody.
Yay!
When I'm busy, they ask, and they usually get.
They're smart.
I know. Yeah, see, now he's singing. So they say invite 200 people at a time for the likes, because then you can hit it as quick as possible. So your quick friends or those particular individuals for your Facebook. I haven't tried it yet for the fan page because I need to get as many posts as I can, and then I'm going to link my blog back to it. And that's what I'm going to do here when it slows down a little bit around Christmas. But, that's my plan anyway. Yeah.
That was great. But it's like I was reading in the, we're watching some of those videos in the Unstoppable Dream. There's just a whole section on Facebook that just seemed like you were saying. This really makes a lot of sense. It's cheap. It's
targeted.
Some people, it's very effective. So, what do you think? Sherry does a lot on Facebook.
I really don't do a lot. I post a few things, but not really a lot. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I was on a webinar. It's been a couple of weeks ago, and there was a girl that did $1. And I'm sorry, Rose, I missed what you were talking about. But she did $1 a day to boost her page. Well, no, not boost her page. She did a video, I think, rather than a blog. She did a video and boosted her video for $1 a day for 30 days and got 12 signups. Not 12 leads, 12 signups.
Not leads, but conversions.
Yeah, I was on that same call. It was I forget which call it was, but that gave me the thought of
right.
It'd be ridiculous not to try it, because obviously paid traffic is great. This is kind of like a pseudo paid traffic. It's still paid, but it's almost free, and you could choose which audience it posts to, right? So if you want to choose, let's see, my audience is females 35 to or 30 to 45, mothers, educated, whatever. You get to choose that audience, and then it continues to post in those particular audience.
I haven't figured out how to target that audience. Like, I have different audiences in there, but I can't. It always defaults back to the same one. You know what I mean? When I do an ad. Yes, on Facebook. Michelle
did a video on that.
Did she really?
Yeah, I have to have her dig it up. I'll send it to you.
Okay. And I'll have to do the age groups, but changing the industry, that part, it always goes back to the same ones. So I don't know. I do need some to focus on that. But I agree with you. That's a good idea, and that's free traffic, but virtually free.
One of the things that the people that were doing it on the Unstoppable Dream, what they were saying is that the finer tuned you get on your targeting on Facebook, if you just say you want like 18 to 55, male, female, everybody, said you're not going to get much. But if you can target it, narrow that thing down, that's probably what I need to head for.
And, I've also heard that you do, unless you just specifically want men or specifically want women,
Mm-hmm.
You do one ad each. Don't do both together. You target, until you.
That's what they were saying. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Whatever way you can narrow that down.
You take those videos and you make it very specific messaging. And then when you speak those messages, you touch their heart a little bit differently. It's the emotional sale. It's perfect.
Hey, Mark, I have an idea. Why don't we, if we could find somebody who's actually remotely successful in doing either, Facebook or whatever, get them to join us one night for 30 minutes. If they would do it for, a fantastically low price of
nothing.
Because they love us.
Now, I don't know if John Oaks does. I mean, he does Facebook. I don't know if he does paid Facebook.
I don't think he does.
I don't think he does paid
either. I think Pavel does.
Who?
Pavel.
Oh, but he's in another country, isn't he?
No, he's in San Francisco.
That's another. Well, that would be like early in the afternoon for him then, for us.
Worst he can do is say no, right?
Have to ask him.
Yeah, did you see what he was posting? He wants to do 8 more pages or something, and he wants to cross 1 million visitors per month. It's ridiculous. He's rocking it. Whatever he's doing.
He's doing a lot of anime stuff with the Dragon Ball Z and his art stuff. Seriously.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, but then I'm trying to figure out how he correlates it. Like I was trying to backward engineer it to see, okay, well, if you got this, how are you? And I just haven't had a chance to reach out to him. I think that's a great idea.
But it's a draw. That's if he's drawing, he's going after a certain. I mean, I understand that with my Tickles character, They say you got to do something different. If you do the same stuff everybody else is saying, then you're going to be boring, and everybody's just going to look you over.
The anime and Dragon Ball Z stuff, I know they do a lot of those conventions that people travel all over the place to go to them. Mm-hmm. And just think if you can make money while you're traveling to anime contests, I'm sure that's what he's touching on. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, and they all get dressed up, and those things are expensive. Because my daughter's into it, and she would love to go to all these conventions. That's one of my goals is to take her to a anime convention in Japan one day. I think that would be cool. We've gone locally. She won't hang out with me, but she'll let me walk around by myself.
Are you dressed up, though, Mark?
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, just like that, right?
Yeah. I usually hang out with the dads in their other room watching football.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't checked his page, but you're saying he has a lot of pages?
Well, just on his recent post, because he said he needed to create 8 more so that he was still in pursuit for the 1 million hits or visitors a month. That's crazy. Yeah. So that I just inferred that he needed to create like 8 more pages. Or
I mean, the big thing we could take from him is how he targets his audience.
Right. How does he target? Mm-hmm. What's the draw? What is he doing on a daily basis? And then how does he close? Because
if he's using paid traffic on Facebook, how is he targeting? Yeah, that's
months ago he wasn't even paying anything. It was all free. Yeah, he was using something with free. It was at our last convention or event.
In Orlando?
The one before that.
Vegas.
Yeah. Oh. Vegas. Sorry, the one in Vegas. Yeah.
Because he had set up his camera over his drawing board, and he was showing people how he draws these things, and then he started drawing for Justin and Dee and all those people, and he got in that group, and whatever it takes.
Yeah.
I can draw stick figures or something.
He's definitely good.
Oh yeah, he's really good. He did that Harry Potter train for Chris Jones, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember him. He had Chris Jones met his girlfriend on the Harry Potter train.
Well, is he actually on Alex's?
Yeah.
He's one of Alex's signups because I know he's been around probably longer than I have.
Yeah, he is, but he doesn't plug in very often.
Right.
Well, he's got his own team now, so he's.
God.
Well, but he didn't really start. I mean, I've met him like a year ago, and he hadn't even made hardly anything. Almost in the last 6 months, he just took off.
Yeah, kind of like Michael did. But I was in a video challenge back probably almost 2 years ago, and he was in that challenge. It was just me and Michael. I mean, Michael wasn't even in it. Me and Alex and Pavel and a couple other people that I really didn't know. So I'm assuming that they were on Alex's team before we locked arms together like we are now. So, that's why I know he's been around a lot. For a long time.
Yeah, well, it takes us. That's what I'm saying. If we keep going, just don't give up. We'll eventually get there.
On your fan pages, do you all have a lot of followers?
Mine's growing.
I haven't promoted mine yet. I want to build it, and then they say invite people to like your page. So I want to. Anyway, that's what I saw. Build it, like post, and then when you invite, then they say, oh, she's actually got some content. Similar to like a blog,
right?
Where you invite people. Like
Mind if I show you mine?
That would be awesome.
So build it and they will come.
I don't think mine has been you see that? There's like 48 plus 15. Now that's just 15 this week, and today's Wednesday.
That's great. You've got a 72 post reach. That's good.
Yeah, that looks familiar.
Boost your page, $5.
Yeah, but you can change that.
Yeah, go up. What does the top look like?
Oh, the very top.
Yeah,
that's
like how many likes do you have?
48 at the moment. 15 this week. It's a brand new pad. We had it like 2 weeks.
Oh, cool.
Hell, you can send that to our entire team, and you end up with 1,000 or 100 quickly.
Right.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. But I don't mind having teams, and I don't mind having likes, but I'm going for people who aren't already.
We're not your target audience.
But those likes count. I have a page that I did for the heck of it. And it was St. Louis Cardinals, just for fun. Mark.
Pops.
But before I knew it, I had like 300 or 400 likes, and I think it's close to 1,000 now.
Yeah, I have an Arnie Banks fan page.
If we'd won the World Series, well, where we'd be. I'd be up in the millions with the likes.
Yeah, but they lost to the Cubs.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yes, they did. Sorry.
I'm not.
I'm not either.
Out in the world, we get sports from there.
What?
How did we
get Tim? Fan page. Stay with it, man.
Fan page. Likes matter.
Stay with it. Likes matter.
Okay. Likes matter. Hey, Sherry, how are your sales this month?
Not that great. I haven't made boss yet.
Yeah, me neither, man. So, so I know time's limited, and I've been reaching out to the leaders, and I said, sales are down, and I don't mean to be the poo-poo person, but I'm trying to fill the glass. But what are you guys doing differently? And I have to tell you, here's what they said. They said they're changing up some of their lead pages. They're still keeping the regular entrance page. It still looks the same, but they're putting, instead of going into the regular video, some of them are going into different videos. So they're building different funnels, guys. And so if you guys know this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Michael has his own. And,
right. They all do. They all do. So
they're not really using Empowers or iPass's pages, but yet they tell us they are.
Right.
I mean, that's what you hear all the time. We're just using our stuff converts like crazy. That's what I hear all the time.
Well, they use the sales pages, right?
Well,
yeah.
at the end of the day, yes.
Right, after they get the lead.
No, not the sales page. They're not.
Well, the VSL, right? The video sales lead. They're not using that.
No.
They're creating their own. But the sales page where you sign up, of course. That's
Right.
the thing. But the bridge and how they get there, they're not using it. They're using their different videos. They got some other things. So I just wanted to let you know they're changing some things up. And know that they've said we're testing a few things. So I recently went out and I'm messing around with some Instant Builder and some lead pages and some other things because I'm checking it out because I'm concerned.
Well, I don't know how.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do all of that. Where they have like do the video, then the screens where they show the words going across like this, and I don't know how to do that. I probably could do it in iMovie. I just don't know how. That's what Michael's doing. And I don't think he did it. I'm sure Empower did it for him because it was part of the sales page or the training that he did. But that's what he's using. And then, but they're going back and they're reusing Chris Jones's sales page.
Yes.
That's what they're using now.
Yes. And so I was wondering that too. So if you subscribe to their mailers, click on their links of what they're sending and you will know what they're using.
I get Alex's all the time.
Do you click on his stuff?
Yeah, like
Not
8
always.
times a day.
How many?
Like 6, 7, 8 times a day, depending
6
on.
to 8 times a day I get stuff. And then it's not always, it's Alex or Alex D, Alex Z, or Alex some other.
Or customer support.
Yeah. And then there's this one that says, call your bank immediately. I got that one today.
Yeah.
This is the one that I think John's using. It's not going to play for me.
Yeah.
That one?
Yep.
That's Chris Jones.
That's the one that
with Chris
That's
Jones.
like the old one.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the one they're using.
I'd like to discuss that maybe on Friday. Like, why did we go back to the iPass version? Because we were all about the iPass, and I'm not saying that maybe the current ones aren't working, but
Okay.
Didn't we
What
just get
I
an email
heard
from Rob
today
saying-
was,
Sorry. Go ahead, Sherry.
what I heard today was that the recently they were retesting that, and now the new one is the Total Shortcut is outperforming the other one, where just a couple of weeks ago the old one was outperforming. So I really don't know who to believe. I mean, I'm not saying that they're not telling us the truth, but one might be performing better for one person, and then the other one better for another one. But I do know Michael's using his own.
what, Mark?
They're just going to tell us to test it.
Yes.
But didn't we just get an email from Empower Network saying that all the
And that's
funnels
what
are
I'm
going
doing.
to this one?
Yeah, all of them are going to go to Total Shortcut.
Yeah.
Unless you change it and you're going to
Yeah.
create your own funnel or whatever. Yeah. So I'm going to be working on a new funnel piece tonight after all of our stuff because I want to check something out and try something.
Are you going to do your own video?
Yeah, I'm going to do a bridge video into probably a new VSL. I'm probably going to rip one off of Mike or somebody.
Okay. Well, that's kind of what I did, and with the InstaBuilder, I can't get it to work. I'm having issues with InstaBuilder, but I've got Michael's and I've got Chris Jones's too. So
yeah, Chris Jones is great. So I don't know, maybe think about it, you guys, because I've not hit boss yet either, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm buying 1,000 clicks a week.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think, and I'm sending my emails, I'm not saying, I don't know what I'm saying, but something seems off.
What's your opt-in rate? I know we're about to be cut off. So
35%.
Well, I told you what mine was, didn't I?
Yeah.
Did I tell you or?
You emailed me or DM'd me. Yeah.
17 and 24. That was my opt-in rate the last 2 weeks.
17%?
Yes.
A microserver?
And then the other one was 24%. I mean, this past week it was 24. The week before it was 17.
Yeah.